Port Sunlight Village is home to many important monuments, from the boating pond to the war memorial, and many other smaller monuments as well. And this is our opportunity to tell you how Port Sunlight Village Trust cares for these monuments.
Port Sunlight is home to a very important collection of monuments, one of which is the boating pond. The water feature was constructed in 1932 as an ornamental boating pond. It was designed as part of the wider landscape of the Diamond by Lomax Simpson, who was the village's principal architect at the time. The bronze ornamental fountain we see today is called the Sea Piece and was designed by Sir Charles Wheeler. It was installed in 1950 to commemorate the 100-year anniversary of the birth of Lady Lever. Today, both the boating pond and fountain are Grade 2 listed and part of a registered landscape. Recent condition surveys revealed that the original design and construction methods of the boating pond have caused significant problems. It was built using an early form of reinforced concrete, and many of the factors that would today give a slab strength and durability were not understood. Both the concrete and the stone that is used to face its walls are rapidly deteriorating. There are a number of factors causing this, but ground movement and the damage caused by cycles of saturation and drying and freezing and thawing are some of the main issues. The fountain was turned off recently and the pond drained once it was realised that the leaks were not controllable and the water was seeping out and could contaminate the surrounding land. Since 2021, Port Sunlight Village Trust has been actively working with conservation advisors to identify the most appropriate solution. The work will cost hundreds of thousands of pounds to bring this beautiful feature back into use, so the Trust needs your support to make this happen.
So of course, growing up in this village, this boating pond would have been the focal point for a couple of generations, and it really became a sort of meeting place and a focal point of the village. Yeah.
But I can remember the boating lake when there was no statue in the middle. We used to come down and sail our boats here. You're not a true child of Port Sunlight Village unless you've fallen in the boating lake and got soaked. And everything went well until I think it was 1950. This fountain was put in and it squirts water and it sinks your boats.
My earliest memory of the boating pond really was when I was a kid. My grandparents lived in Bromborough, and every time I'd visit their house, the first thing they thought was, right, we've got to visit the village, got to visit Port Sunlight. And we would come here, we'd walk around the gardens, we'd walk around the statues, and of course, the fountain. Even when I grew up, becoming a teenager, I'd bring my dates here, and where'd we go? We'd go to the fountain.
It's a lovely social spot. I think it's that old-fashioned idea of like a turnout and socialising. Sort of the heart, I think, of Port Sunlight. It's lovely to come.
The boating pond is really important to the village. It's a major focal point, so to have it empty is a real shame. When we come round the village on the tour buses, one of the first things they see is the empty boating lake. So the groups on the coach are absolutely amazed about how much it's going to cost, hundreds of thousands of pounds to repair the pond.
The War Memorial is a Grade 1 listed monument. It's really significant because it commemorates the home realm and defence, and what makes it really unique is it even has women as well as men. So there's a really interesting narrative about commemorating people who were involved in the village or worked at levers. As the only Grade 1 listed monument in the village, Port Sunlight is very proud to care for this important heritage asset, which is a really significant aspect of our landscape of the village. It comes with a number of challenges though to care for it, because it's made of different materials. We have stonework, we have the bronzes, and each one of these needs particular types of care and specialist attention to keep it looking its best and to ensure it's here for future generations to enjoy within the village. So specialist materials like the bronze and the stone means we have to work with specialist bronze conservators, we have to work with stonemasons, but also we have to ensure that we work within the frameworks of caring for heritage assets. So we work closely with Historic England, the local authority, all to get those permissions to help us care for the monument and keep it looking its best. So the monuments are a really important part of the story of the village and a really key part of our landscape and our built environment that make up Port Sunlight, and we can't care for these important assets without your support.
So playing the Port Sunlight Lottery is a really fun and easy way to support the work that we're doing to protect Port Sunlight's monuments. So for just £2 a week, you can be in the chance of winning weekly cash prizes of up to £1,000 and quarterly super draws of £5,000 or £10,000. So it's really worthwhile signing up and getting involved. It's really easy to sign up to. Just go to portsunlightvillage.com/support-us. or you can go to Portsmouth Museum and sign up by post. So every time you play the Portsmouth Lottery, you're helping us to protect Portsmouth's heritage for future generations, so thank you.